What's going on, guys? This is Batmon, bringing you a battle here against TrainerDash from Smokin'. So here we go. He's going to lead off with his Rotom Wash. I'm going to lead off with my Heatran. I lead off with my Heatran because it was my original lead, and I don't ever switch out depending on what the opponent has, because I don't really like that feature, so I don't do it. So yeah, I switch into my specially defensive Tangela. It's going to take those hits very nicely. Especially defensive Tangela can pretty much wall Rotom Wash. So yeah, I go for the knockoff here because I didn't want to go straight for the Sleep Powder because he might switch into something that I don't want to be asleep, which I would much rather have something else asleep. But he switches into his Ferrothorn, and that's a pretty good thing to have asleep, you know. I go for Leech Seed, predicting a switch. Doesn't switch out. I go into Baker, my Heatran. And Baker's just going to lay the rocks, because that's what Baker does. So yeah, I'm really dumb. Over-predicted here. Thought he's going to go straight for the Volt Switch, predicting my switch into Tangela. So I just go for the Roar. And yeah, so my Heatran is pretty much dead. Which really sucks, because I could have used him. I really needed him a lot for this battle. But it doesn't really matter. Switching to Tangela. I just save Heatran for fodder for later. Set up the Leech Seed. Get some Leech Seed recovery. He has 2 Dragon Dances up. I switch back out into Heatran, just as fodder, just to scout and see what kind of item he's holding as well. Seeing if he has a Life Orb or anything. Doesn't have a Life Orb, which lets me know he's most likely a Lumberry set, which most are. So yeah, go for the Ice Shard here. And he doesn't know I'm Scarfed, I'm pretty sure. So that's what's so great about Mamoswine, you know, priority. People don't really think you're gonna run Scarf because it has priority, but I love Scarf Mamoswine. So yeah, I switch out because I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for the Hydro Pump. Just does the same old thing, not gonna really do that much to my Tangela. I go for the Giga Drain here in case he wants to be, or not to be, just to do something and just stay in. I would get a whole bunch of HP back. Doesn't happen. Switches into Ferrothorn. I see this as a perfect opportunity to switch into Gengar and get up a free sub. So yeah, he switches into Scizor, and I do indeed get my free sub, but I play so stupidly right here. Okay, he's gonna go for the Bullet Punch. I see he has leftovers. And for some reason, I'm fearing the Pursuit so much that I'm just like, he's going to go for Pursuit this turn. He's not going to go for the Bullet Punch. He's going to predict my switch. So yeah, he doesn't, and I'm pretty sure he's just has SDing Scizor with leftovers. So yeah, I lost my Gengar over nothing as well, so I'm playing pretty stupidly right here. But I switched into my Azumarill. Could have taken a Bullet Punch easily, so easily. But yeah, I make a pretty good play here. Go for the Superpower because I know it'll hit his team really hard. Switches into Ferrothorn. Crit did not matter at all. This is a bandit Azumarill. So yeah, Superpower is gonna easily 1-hit KO. And since I am banded, this Starmie can pretty much wall me because my attack was lowered. But he actually goes for the Rapid Spin, as I predicted a Thunderbolt. And I show him that I'm Scarf right here, but since I am Jolly Scarfed, I'm not gonna have enough power to take this guy out. And he has the Hydro Pump, which is sadly gonna be enough to take me out. So I'm thinking Aqua Jet will take this guy out now. And it does, thank God. Since I was Rotom Wash, and Azumarill can't touch this as long as it's stuck on Aqua Jet. And I knew he was going to go for the Volt Switch. Didn't really have much of a choice. Had to switch into Tangela to take the hit. So yeah, he goes into Boom, his Azoff, and these things like to carry Fire Blast. And he does indeed go for Fire Blast as I switch into my Azumarill. And it does, I was expecting it to do a lot less. But Life Orbed Azoff is very strong. So yeah, I thought this next second would kill. Doesn't kill, thank God. So he switches out because he wants to save his Azoff for later. Switches into Rotom to take the water hits, but Aqua Jet is after he switches into it and get hits with it again will be enough to bring it down into the yellow as he finishes me off with a Volt Switch. So I'm not looking too good here. I'm down to 2 pokes. He has this Haxorus left, and I think he has 4 left actually. Yeah, so it's 4 against 2. I set up Leech Seed with Tangela because I don't want to go for knockoff because that would just be pointless, and I kept putting it to sleep because it has Lumberry and just get a free Dragon Dance. So I start Giga Draining away, get the Leech Seed, and I know one more Giga Drain with Leech Seed will be enough to take it out. And here comes the Dragon Claw. This thing has so much attack. Let's just see what happens. So yeah, it only does about half, and I go with the Giga Drain, and Giga Drain plus Leech Seed is enough to take this guy out, which is amazing. Tangela, god damn it, I just love you so much. You're so good. But he's not good enough to take a Fire Blast, even though all that special defense will Azoff is just such a powerhouse that it's going to take me out. So yeah, my last is a him only. And I do have Sucker Punch, but I didn't want to risk him going for something weird, non-attacking move. So yeah, I just go with Mach Punch, know it's going to take it out. Then he switches into Rotom, and I take it out with that, and his last is a Scizor. So yeah, he's going to go for the Bullet Punch and just see what happens. I live with 7. I live with 7. I live with 7. Hit him with a high jump kick. Thank God it didn't miss. Hit him. He goes down. I go down. That's a double down at the end. It still gives me the win, but I consider this a tie, and that was such an amazing game. I didn't play too well at the beginning, but at the end I feel like I stepped up my game a little bit. So yeah, tell me how you liked it. Rate, comment, sub, and have a good day.